From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Well, we certainly have seen some of those meteors over the last several days. In fact, the Perseid meteor shower has been going on since July 14th, but the peak of this meteor shower will be over the weekend. Now, we're only expecting the moon to be about 10% full, so that really shouldn't create too much light for us to not see many of those. So we're expecting upwards of 90 to even over 100 meteors per hour. So really, bottom line is, of course, just look up. A lot of people ask, which direction should I look in? Just look up. You'll most likely see one. You know, when you're talking about 90 to 100 per hour, I mean, that's more than one per minute. So there's a very good chance you may see some. And, you know, the thing is, I think the skies will be fairly clear for most of us. Now, right now, you can see in Trinidad, earlier this morning, by the way, there were some elk out there, and turned out to be a beautiful sight there. It looks like they kind of moved on to other areas, but still pretty neat nonetheless. We take you out to Crescent City, still looking at those overcast and gray skies there as well. A little bit more difficult to clear out that fog here this morning. Take a look at the warming trend we have for the rest of this week, and really that's going to be today and through the weekend. Possible showers, thunderstorms this weekend, but the heat wave, that will probably continue through most of next week. So here's what we have in store for us today. Temperatures in the mid-90s for places like the inland areas, and of course for the coast in the mid-60s. For Trinity County, same situation, probably low to mid-90s, about 94 degrees for Weaverville and Hayfork, 92 degrees for Lewiston for that daytime high today. There's your trend, and you can see temperatures are increasing over the weekend. And I'm expecting, especially in Weaverville, about 100 degrees give or take through most of next week. Now by Thursday, Friday, we'll start to see those temperatures begin to drop, and that will be some of that relief that we will see from that heat. Now we're also tracking some remnants from a tropical storm now over Southern California. There's also some monsoon moisture making its way up. That will be working its way northward here, and that's what's going to bring parts of Northern California some chances for thunderstorms. Now this could include places like Trinity County, Siskiyou County, and maybe, just maybe, the eastern portions of Del Norte and Humboldt counties. But I think most of that will hold off until Monday, at least for the inland areas. Let's take you into Saturday. Now, Saturday afternoon, what we're seeing here is the clouds are developing, but not much in the way of thunderstorms. Now, we could maybe see a pop-up shower or thunderstorm in northern Trinity County here as we go into Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. But we are going to see more activity developing again Sunday. Now, Sunday, 5 p.m. notice. Again, we're not seeing much in the way of showers or thunderstorms developing. As we go into Sunday evening, any activity we have off to our east may roll into our area and could bring some isolated showers. But really, for the most part, I think it'll be dry for the inland areas and, of course, for the coast as well. Now, taking you into Monday, you are seeing a little bit more activity here. So we could see a stray shower, maybe even a stray thunderstorm for some of the inland areas, not to mention Trinity County. And of course, heading off to our east as well. Going to Tuesday, there you can see a little bit of activity in western Siskiyou County. So that may impact eastern portions of Del Norte and even northeastern Humboldt County as well. So the chances are going to be out there. But we really, over the last several days, really this whole week, these long-range forecast models have not been the most reliable when it comes to the overall timing and intensity of these storms as they push on through. I think it's overdoing it. We may see some clearing this afternoon along the coast, and we're probably starting to see some of that now, but probably not as extensive as what we're seeing here. As we go into your Saturday morning, we'll probably start off with some of that patchy fog, probably seeing another chance for some clearing Saturday afternoon for many of us. And taking you into Sunday morning, especially out into Humboldt County southward, starting off with some of that patchy, dense fog, but it will start to slowly shift southward. So probably more sunshine as we head to the north portions of the north coast. We do have a gale watch for basically the areas in here until 11 p.m. on Sunday. This is until 4 p.m. Sunday, and this is actually a small correct advisory. And of course, you're getting off the shore here, right? So you have to head out to sea here until 4 a.m. on Monday. We take a look at those wave heights as we take you through the day today, 6 to 7 feet. But watch what happens as we go into the weekend. They start to get higher. In fact, 8 to even upwards of 10 feet the farther you head out. So just be aware of that if you're going to be out there boating, that those wave heights are going to be increasing. Here's your marine forecast for today. Northwest winds at 5 to 10 knots. Your waves from the northwest at 4 feet at 5 seconds. Your high tide was at 10:59 this morning, and your low tide will this afternoon just shortly before 3 o'clock. And of course, no advisories, at least along the immediate coast. Here's what it looks like for today. Temperatures in the mid to even upper 90s for Trinity County and inland. 87 though for Ruth. Temperatures in the mid 60s out along the immediate coast. Looking at your 7-day outlook. So here's what we got. Dry for the coast. Dry this weekend, at least for the inland areas. Now there may be some isolated showers and thunderstorms on Monday. For some of the inland areas, and we look at Trinity County as we go through the weekend. Yeah, a slight chance as we go into Saturday evening, Sunday evening, but quite honestly, it'll be drier than it will be wet for Trinity County, not to mention drier than it will be even thunderstorms. So I don't expect a lot of activity this weekend, but I do expect maybe a better chance going into Monday and quite possibly into Tuesday of next week as well. Looking at your 7-day outlook for Eureka, temperatures in the mid to even upper 60s, even around 70 by next Tuesday and Wednesday.